One! One take! OneTakeJay! Hey! Yeah. Doing it my way. Today. So yeah, this is my vlog. We're recording. Video recording. We're not filming. There's no film. All you other YouTubers out there who say film, there's no film. That's what they did in the 70s, 60s, 80s. We just record. Right? Digitally record, video record, call it what you want. But there's no film. Anyway, so I'm recording here from the Cadillac Studios. Right, rolling along. Gotta go do my little thing somewhere, but I wanted to just stop and talk about $1.5 billion. I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna say it again. $1.5 billion with a B, illion. That's a lot. That's a pretty big number. I can't even count that high. Can you count that high? You know, because they say, you know, when it comes to money, if you can't count that high, you'll probably never even make that much. But anyways, yeah, somebody won the Powerball for $1.5 billion. That's a lot of jack. A lot of jack. Anyways, yeah, the interesting thing is for me, is the 7-Eleven in California where they bought the ticket. I used to live like right across the street from that. There on Carbon Canyon and Pipeline, better known as Chino Hills Parkway. Now that was like 30 years ago. You know, that 7-Eleven used to have an Arco gas station on it. When I was there, it was all Dairylands. But that's beside the point. I figured I'd just talk about $1.5 billion because I bought my ticket here in Florida and it was a loser. Had I bought the ticket across the street from where I used to live, it might be a winner, but I'm not. I'm just unemployed again because I lost my job that I had, which is going to be another vlog. We're not here to talk about that. We'll talk about that later. But what I want to talk about is the $1.5 billion. That's a lot of money. Yes, it's just my vlog stick here. So if this comes out crooked, just deal with it. It's an interesting subject, $1.5 billion. I wonder, like, what would that look like in $1 bills? If you were to stretch out $1.5 billion in $1 bills, how far would it stretch? And I'm talking about putting them short way, because that's a lot of jack. So yeah, you know, the interesting thing is everybody always talks about, you know, well, if I was to win the lottery, I'd pay off all my bills, and I'd donate some to charity, and I would do all this. Get real. You don't know what you're going to do with that kind of money till you get it. You know, I mean, I suppose if I was to say one thing that I could do with a lot of money, if I was to win that much money, I mean, I'd buy my dad an airplane. You know, because he likes to fly. And, you know, I'd like to buy him an airplane. You know what I mean? That would be cool. But that's about the only thing that I say that I would do if I won that much money. I mean, like, pay off all my creditors and stuff like that. What the hell? I've beat them out this long. What difference does it make? I mean, I suppose, like, if it didn't kill me, I'd have to just go see what it felt like to just piss away $1 million in Vegas in, like, 2 days. Just you know, just for the feeling. Just wasted. Just all gone. I wonder how that would feel. I mean, for a guy like me who just, you know, driving this old Cadillac, it's about to fall apart. And, you know, have been fired from my job that I had that I worked so hard for, which is another subject. I want you guys to watch that vlog because you're really going to laugh. But that's not what we're here to talk about right now. We're here to talk about $1.5 billion. It's a lot of jack. So yeah, somebody won $1.5 billion. I wonder what their life is going to be like. Because, sometimes when you get all that money, for a good fraction of lottery winners, it's more of a curse than a blessing. There's this documentary out there on lottery winners, and some of them end up in prison, and they rue the day they ever got that ticket. It was fun for a while, but wow, $1.5 billion. What you gonna do with that? Me personally, I'll tell you straight up, if you were to hand me $1.5 billion or $999 million, whatever it comes to after taxes, well, whatever, it's more than I could ever spend. Or, I'm sure I could spend it, but it's just more than it's a lot of jack, a lot of cash, moolah, coinage, fedia, cabbage, dinero, cheese, piece of the pie, currency. Stuff that makes the world go round. I definitely will pull some social experiments with that kind of money, though, that's for sure. Because one thing I do believe in this world is that there's a lot of things that people will do, and there's a lot of things that people won't do, but everybody will do anything for money. Anything. The amazing part is just how much. And that's really what I would like to focus on, because some people will do some of the most amazing things for the smallest amount of money, and vice versa. Some people will do some of the smallest things for this ungodly amount of money. But it's just really interesting to me. All you got to do is just keep stacking it up. Say, how about now? How about now? How about now? Once that pile of money starts getting higher, let me ask you a question. Somebody asks you to do something, and they started stacking $100 bills taller than you, right? How many $100 bills is that? Probably just maybe 10,000 or so, right? We're talking about 1.5 billion. That's a pretty high stack of cash. Or it's a lot of nickels, right? That's like a truckload of nickels. But $1.5 billion. Holy mackerel. Wow, here I am. I bought a ticket and it was a loser. But the one thing that's for sure, you'll never, ever win the lottery if you don't buy a ticket. That, my friend, is impossible. And if you did, you better run. Because that's just, Ed McMahon knocking on the wrong house or something, I don't know. But, wow, $1.5 billion. I saw that. And it's wild, because I used to live there and just see, my hometown and Chino Hills and stuff. And actually, it's in Chino Hills, but Chino Hills really wasn't a city. It was kind of an unincorporated part of San Bernardino County. And the actual place is called Glenmead, But, yeah, splitting hairs. We're still talking about the $1.5 million. Gosh, that's a lot of money! A lot of jack. So, yeah, bigger question, I think the most interesting question is, what aren't you going to do if somebody gave you $1.5 million? Okay, let's just take the taxes out. Let's just say somebody gave you $900 million. Just say $900 million, the way it slides off your tongue. Just see what it feels like. $900 million. Kid, it's a lot of jack. Oh, man. I can't even fathom what that would look like. Like, will you bring it to me on a pallet? It's just money. Try to live without 900 million, right? That's easy, right? I have a hard time trying to live without $9. Oh, it's just, when you're flat broke and unemployed and, you just hear, like, wow, somebody gets that $1.5 billion. It just, I don't know, it just gives me those kind of feelings. And I think to myself, gosh, I'd like to have $1.5 billion. I'd like to have $1.5 thousand right now. $150 would go far. Kids, at the moment, I really don't even have $1.50. Ding! Cars falling apart, making noise. Old Cadillac just ain't what it used to be. I would keep up on it because I could fix it. But like I said, I don't really have the money nor the place nor the inclination to just stay on top of it. So right now, I'm just kind of driving it till it drops. Wheels will fall off of it. 169,000 miles. It's too bad because usually I get over 200,000 on an automobile. I might make it there, but if I had $1.5 billion, I would pimp it up. Pretty big. You know, I don't know if I'd buy a new car though. Like a lot of people, you know, $1.5 billion, they want to go straight out and buy a Ferrari. Man, I don't want a Ferrari. I got no business in a Ferrari. All I'm going to do is kill somebody like myself. I'll drive it straight into a house. Yeah. Go to Vegas. Get hammered. Buy a Ferrari. Yeah. Let your imagination run with that, right? You know? I suppose I'd get myself, you know, a place to live. Buy a house or so. I mean, I really, to tell you the truth, I'm not even going to speculate on what I would do with the money. Because that kind of cash, you can say it all day, I'm going to do this and I'll do that. And, you know, I got all these grandiose plans of charity and blah, 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 blah. But let's just get straight, folks. When you get that money, you know darn well you're going to partay. Big partay. Right? You're going to take off on a rocket ship that who knows when it's going to land. At least that's the way it is for me. And I hate, like, lying to me, myself, and I don't want to lie to you either. You know, but $1.5 billion or, you know, some odd 900 some million dollars after taxes. Yeah. That's a lot of coinage. I wonder if, like, what it would feel like to go in and give somebody, like, $1 million donation in pennies. Rent a truck. I'd like to donate $1 million. Back it up. You got your wheelbarrow, shovel. See, that's how crooked that's how messed up my mind is. You know? You know, like that movie Trading Places. But see, it would be my luck, right, that I would give somebody destitute a big old handful of cash like that, and then they would turn around and use the money to sue me for the rest. That's how people are. That's how it is. I suppose I don't think I would tell anybody that I got that much cash. Because, I mean, I'd like to change my surroundings and change my people, but jerk-off and jerk-weeds and swindlers and thieves, they come in all different shapes, sizes, and colors, ethnic backgrounds, and, you know, and money. It's just that I would beat a higher swindler, meet a bigger thief. That's what would happen. Because when you get that money, you just become a target of all sorts. And, I mean, $1.5 billion, 900 something million, let's just, wow, that's a lot of jack. I don't know, wow, it just fathoms the mind. Let's just take for a moment and try to imagine what, let's just say $1 billion looks like in cash, in $100 bills. How much does it weigh? How do you put it? I mean, that's... Guy bought a ticket for... I don't know how much money he spent on the ticket, but it was definitely worth it that time. Yeah. You know what? I wouldn't doubt if it's somebody that I know. And, you know, I would track him down, maybe ask for some money, just so I could fit in with the crowd, because that's what happens, you know, to people when you get all that money. All of a sudden, all your friends and family come out of the woodwork and stuff like that. I bet you my family would definitely change their attitude towards me. $900 million. You'd watch a lot of things change just because of money. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'd just like to see how that would affect my family unit. And let me tell you, folks, my family unit is, well, we won't talk about that. We'll just smile. Because my family watches these vlogs. But y'all know what I'm saying, right? Right? Yeah. Yeah. Like to see what happens. Yeah, Jay just won $1.5 billion. Really? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. That's a sad thing, because it's just amazing how people change when somebody gets a lot of money. Money is the root of all evil. It really is. That's why there's all that Latin on it. It's like a curse. Cum laude, what Deo sectus, or whatever that says on the money. It's, you know. And I mean, I've been around, and I've seen a lot of things, and I just the way money changes people, and indirectly, you know. Imagine how you would change if your best friend won $900 million in cash. Right? I bet you'd forgive all those mean things they did to him, huh? Yeah, you'd be the first one sitting there. I remember one time, right, there used to be this guy when I was younger, and he always was hanging around, right? Always drinking one of your beers. Was quick to get a chicken wing off the grill and crash on your couch, right? Never had any money. One day we're going to the store, and he had $1. And I'm like, hey, you know, why don't you give me that $1 so we can pitch in on some beers? And he says, no. He goes and he buys a lottery ticket with it. And, you know, that was almost kind of offending that he did that, but it's not the worst thing anybody's ever done. But what really got me is he bought the lottery ticket and he won $21,000, right? Do you think he came around and said, hey, let's party? No, never seen the guy again. That's what I mean. You know, that kind of thing about money. And when somebody gets $1.5 billion, I mean, you got to say it like that. $1.5 billion. You just can't say $1.5 billion. You got to really emphasize billion with a B, illion. That's a lot of jack, you know. But, wow, kind of run out of words to say. Just wanted to talk about what it's like there. Me, I'm broke. Lost my job, lost a good job. Wasn't even really my fault. We'll talk about that later. But right now we're just talking about the $1.5 billion that guy won. And I really just wanted to talk about it because, you know, when I seen it on one of the vlogs that I watched, the 7-Eleven, that's really was right across the street from, you know, where I grew up in Chino Hills. I used to walk by that same 7-Eleven on my way to high school every day. As a matter of fact, I remember when that 7-Eleven was built. There used to be an Arco gas station there. And I always comment, though, when I look at that stuff, is there's a 7-Eleven on the, I mean, not a 7-Eleven, there's a Jack in the Box on the back side of that 7-Eleven. Been there for an eternity, as long as I can remember. But that's my take on you know, $1.5 billion for now. I'm here at our local skate park. I'm going to take my skateboard out for a little bit of rigorous activity because, you know, even though I'm over 40, I'm hyperactive, and I got to burn this energy off somehow, or else sometimes I'll explode. Just boom! All over the place. So if I don't do something, I mean, it's kind of cool to be, you know, this age and have this much energy and the zeal to move around like this. But I've been living with this kind of energy all my life, you know. And it's weird because I can be an intense personality. Ah! You know what I'm saying? Just freak out like that. Anyways. Which, you know, until now, I don't know, till later, whatever. Thanks for watching. To all my subscribers out there, you guys are beautiful. I love watching those come up. I love you. Thank you for subscribing. This is what I got for you today. I'm going to make another video because that's what I do now. I feel obligated. You're subscribing, you're watching, so you want to see something. And this is what I gave you. So here it is. And until then, get psyched and do something about it.